Hello friends, myself Dr. V.N. Deshmukh, Associate Professor at Sudhakar Naik Institute of Pharmacy, Pusat. Friends, today we will study the industrial production, estimation and utilization of artemisinin. Artemisinin, one of the important drug nowadays which is used in the treatment of the chloroquine resistance malaria. It is also used for the treatment of dengue. So it is one of the popular drug nowadays. This in picture you can see this is the plant of artemisinin. This is the drug which is native of China where it grows as an wild plant. So let us study the industrial production, estimation and utilization of artemisinin. Artemisinin is a sesquiterpene lactone obtained from the leaves and the close unexpanded flower heads of Artemisia annua belonging to family Asteraceae. So it is obtained from the close unexpanded flower heads of Artemisia annua belonging to family Asteraceae. Artemisinin and its semisynthetic derivatives of group of the drugs that possesses the most rapid action of all current drugs against Plasmodium species such as the Plasmodium falciparum, Plasmodium malariae, Plasmodium ovale and Plasmodium vivax. And this artemisinin acts on any stage of the plasmodium at any stage it will act on this parasite. Artemisinin, it is considered to be a molecule of century, has been highly recommended in the treatment of malaria, especially the chloroquine resistance malaria, and nowadays it is widely used in the treatment of dengue. It was invented in China as a result of project from the Chinese traditional herbs. In 1970, first time possible to isolate a colorless crystalline material as shown a potent activity in preclinical and clinical trials. That is, it is the artemisinin. It is isolated first in 1970 and the preclinical and clinical trials has found a potent activity of this drug. Industrial production, the fresh leaves of Artemisia annua dried at a controlled temperature not more than 60 degrees Celsius. The dried powder material then extracted with methanol using a kinetic maceration method. So the solvent which is used for the extraction of the artemisinin, it is the methanol. The dried powder leaf, they are subjected for the extraction by using a solvent methanol using kinetic maceration method. The maceration is repeated until the last methanol macerate becomes a colorless. So the process is continue till the last methanol macerate will become a colorless. Methanol extract combine and reduce to volume at a controlled temperature at the 40 degrees Celsius under the vacuum. So all the methanol extracts, they are combined and then they are evaporated. To reduce the volume, the temperature should be controlled below 40 degrees Celsius. Then the methanol extract partition with the hexane several times until the last hexane fraction becomes the colorless. Then the methanol extract, it is partition, that is the methanol extract, it is transferred to the separating funnel and extracted with the hexane several times until the last hexane fraction will become colorless. Then this hexane fraction, it is rejected and the methanol extract mixed with the little quantity of water to produce hydroalcoholic solution. So the hexane, it is removed and the methanol extract mixed with the little quantity of water to produce a hydroalcoholic extract. the hydroalcoholic extract then partition with ethyl acetate. Again the hydroalcoholic extract transferred to the separating funnel and again extracted with the ethyl acetate for several times until the ethyl acetate layer become colorless. So again the extraction is continue till the ethyl acetate layer will become colorless. Then both ethyl acetate fraction and the methanol water fraction, they are concentrated at controlled temperature under vacuum separately. Both the ethyl acetate fraction and the methanol fraction, they are concentrated at the controlled temperature which is below 40 degree under the vacuum separately. The fractions were concentrated and dried. Then the fractions, the concentrated and dried, purified using a column chromatography. Further purification it is done by using a column chromatography. In the column chromatography, the fractions, they are loaded on the silica gel column, eluted with 7.5% of the ethyl acetate in chloroform, and the elutes, they are monitored by thin layer chromatography. In this case, the stationary phase for the thin layer chromatography, that is silica gel G, it is used, and the mobile phase which is used, that is 7.5% of ethyl acetate in chloroform, it is used, and the detection of the thin layer chromatography, it is done by using the iodine vapor, that is by using the iodine chamber. You have to perform the detection. The RF value is 0.66. So in this way, the both the fractions, they are purified by using a column chromatography. The stationary phase used is the silica gel, and the mobile phase which is used, that is 7.5% of ethyl acetate in the chloroform, and the elutes for the presence or the absence of artemisinin, they are monitored by thin layer chromatography using the stationary phase silica gel G, and the mobile phase, it is 7.5% of ethyl acetate in chloroform, and the detection, it is done by using the iodine chamber with the RF value 0.66. The artemisinin obtained as a fine white crystals which are further recrystallized with cyclohexane. So in this way you can isolate the artemisinin from the Artemisia annua. Estimation of the artemisinin which is extracted by high performance thin layer chromatographic method. The HPTLC estimation of artemisinin in crude extract plant parts can be done by two different methods. The sample preparation for them are same and involve two HPTLC methods. So estimation can be done by two HPTLC method and one HPLC method. So all these three methods we will study one by one. For HPTLC method, the sample preparation, the test and the standard solution, 6 gradual increasing concentration of the standard artemisinin of known concentration and known purity dissolved in the hexane. Similarly, the predetermined concentration of the test artemisinin were used. They are prepared in the hexane and they are used for the analysis. So first method by HPTLC, experimental conditions, N-hexane, that is the mobile phase which is to be used, that is the N-hexane, ethyl acetate in the ratio of 7.5:2.5 volume by volume. Stationary phase which is to be used, that is the silica gel F252, deuterizing and the visualizing agents which is to be used, that is the anisaldehyde sulfuric acid reagent, followed by heating to 110 degrees Celsius for 10 to 15 minutes so that the colored spot can be observed on the HPTLC plate. Test extracts of the known concentration applied to pre-coated silica gel F252 HPTLC plate along with a series of the gradual increasing concentration of the standard artemisinin for the quantitative estimation. So automatically by using high performance thin layer chromatography over the pre-coated plate, the sample as well as the test, that is the standard as well as the test, they are applied. The plates, they are developed in the saturated HPTLC chamber and the mobile phase which is used, that is the N-hexane ethyl acetate in the ratio of 75 is to 25, and the plate is allowed to develop. After the ascending development of the HPTLC plate, the plates were derived using anisaldehyde sulfuric acid reagent, which is followed by heating at 110 degrees Celsius for 10 to 15 minutes to visualize a pink colored spot. So after the derivatization with the anisaldehyde sulfuric acid reagent, it is heated. The HPTLC plates, they are heated at 110 degrees Celsius for 10 to 15 minutes, and then it is observed a pink colored spots will be seen. Later, the plate scanned with the HPTLC densimeter at 540 nanometer and the chromatogram with the artemisinin peak at 0.28 is determined, and the values they are recorded. So for the different concentration sample of the standard and for the test, the values they are determined by means of the densimetric analysis. Then the calibration curve of AUC versus, that is the area under curve, versus the concentration of the standard artemisinin used to quantify in it in the test extract, it is determined, and you can determine how much amount of the artemisinin it is present in the isolated, that is which is separated from the artemisia in the form of the artemisinin. So you can determine the artemisinin in the test or in the isolated sample. So this is the one method. The another method, by means of the HPTLC, the experimental conditions here, they will change the mobile phase which is to be used, that is the hexane ethyl acetate and the acetone in the ratio of 16:1:1. You have to use stationary phase, that is the silica gel F252 pre-coated plate. They are used, pre-coated HPTLC plates are used. Derivatizing, it is done by using ammonia vapor for approximately 2 hours. The plates after the development subjected to the ammonia vapors for the derivatization and visualization. The predetermined concentration of the Artemisia annua test extracts along with the standard artemisinin applied over HPTLC plate. This application, it is done automatically by using the HPTLC applicator. Mobile phase which is to be used, that is the hexane ethyl acetate acetone in the ratio of 16:1:1. Stationary phase, that is a pre-coated plates of silica gel 60F252 are used. Detecting, it is done by using a saturated ammonia vapors for approximately 2 hours. Scanning is done at 320 nanometer using the HPTLC densimeter. The chromatogram with distinct and well separated artemisinin peak at RF 0.75 were recorded along with the other peaks, and the recording, it is done for both the test as well as the series of the standard. Then the calibration curve of area under curve of the standard artemisinin, it is determined or it is plotted and used to quantify the test extract. So in this way one can determine the amount of the artemisinin present in the test, in the isolated test, by means of the HPTLC method. Third method, it is of HPLC, high performance liquid chromatography. In this case, the experimental conditions are mobile phase which is to be used, it is 0.01 molar of disodium hydrogen phosphate sodium dihydrogen phosphate buffer having a pH of 6.7 is to methanol in a ratio of 38:62. Column which is to be used, that is the reverse phase C18 column having a dimensions of 150 centimeter length, 4 mm in case of the thickness, that is a 5 microgram. Flow rate, it is 1.5 ml per minute, and the detection, it is done by UV detector at 260 nanometer. The predetermined concentration of Artemisia annua test extract along with series of the gradual increasing concentration of the standard artemisinin prepared and used for HPLC analysis. So like our HPTLC sample, here also the samples they are prepared a series of the increasing concentration of the standard artemisinin as well as the test they are prepared. The standard artemisinin calibration curve of AUC versus concentration prepared and the area under curve of the test extract chromatogram extrapolated on calibration curve to calculate the estimation of the artemisinin content in the test solution. So again here also the calibration curve of the area under curve versus the concentration of the sample, concentration of the artemisinin in the sample, it is plotted and by the extrapolated on, that is the chromatogram extrapolated on the calibration curve to calculate the amount of the artemisinin content in the test solution. So in this way one can estimate the amount of the artemisinin in the isolated test solution. Utilization: it is the first line therapy for the treatment of the Plasmodium falciparum malaria worldwide. It is used for the treatment of malaria at any stage. It can treat the malaria or it can treat the life cycle of the Plasmodium. Then the artemisinin has extremely short activity, that is the half life of the drug, it is a short one, so it is given with the other anti-malarial drug. So it is best utilized as an artemisinin combination therapies, that is ACT, along with one or two long acting drugs like amidoquine, mefloquine, piperacquine or lumefantrine can be used in the combination with artemisinin. Then artemisinin derivative, that is the artesunate, is a superior to quinine in treatment of malaria in adults and the children through parenteral administration. So artemisinin, it is given by means of the parenteral administration, and the derivative of artemisinin, that is the artesunate, it is more effective as compared to the quinine in treatment of malaria in the adults, and it is given by means of the parenteral route of administration. Then the artemisinin was effective against the schistosomiasis, the second most prevalent parasite infection after the malaria. So it is also used for the treatment of the schistosomiasis. Artemisinin and its derivatives are known for their ability to suppress the inflammatory immune reactions. It can be used to suppress the inflammatory immune response also, both artemisinin and its derivative, and the anti-cancer potential of artemisinin and its derivative has been revealed in few in vitro and preclinical studies. So it is also revealed for its anti-cancer activity. So this is all about the artemisinin, which is specially popular as an anti-malarial drug for the treatment of the resistant malarial protozoa. The artemisinin is used widely. Thank you very much.